It's okay. It only took me half an hour to get here, you know. Maybe if I put lipstick on this day, we'll get better. Because this... Yeah, I was going the totally wrong way. Shaking my head. I'm here to tell you, this is a terrible day. Hello, everyone. It's Nurse Nay here. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it's like in the day of a home care nurse. I'm just part-time, so I'm just seeing 2 patients today. I was going to see 3, and I'll let you know a little bit about why the 3rd patient is unable to be seen today. So I'm driving. Sorry, I don't have like a fancy doohickey to put it up in the right spot. So you'll see the steering wheel a lot. So I worked the last couple of nights night shift at my other job. Last night I didn't work, but you know how that is. Trying to go back to day shift after working a couple nights. I feel a little bit like crap. It's noon. So I'm running late a little bit, and you know what? I'm going to get me a chai tea because I feel like it and I deserve it. So yeah, gonna go do that. Have a good day. You too. Alright, now that I have my chai tea latte, I'm going to put in my first person's address and we are going to get going. Pretty easy. Basically just a assessment and crap ton of documentation. So, find her address. Okay. I'm so not awake yet, you guys. Ugh. Go. Before you see them the first time, you want to verify their address, just in case. Oh, so good. Okay, so we are off. Now, the reason that we cannot see the other patient that I was planning on is because the physician has not yet completed all the documentation. So that's a thing, big huge thing with home care is the physician has to complete and sign specific documentation in order for the patient to be seen. Otherwise, we can't see them. So that's why that visit had to be canceled today.
Turn left onto Main Street.
Hopefully I wake up before my first patient. I know I will, but... Okay, I arrived at my first patient. So, just saw my first patient, and this is why you should never listen to patients. I mean, you know, just saying. I didn't call her first because last week she specifically said, don't call me before you come. Just come. So today, when I was running a little bit late, I'm like, you know, I should call her, let her know. But then I'm like, no, she told me last week, don't call before you come. And she gets a little grumpy. So I'm like, well, I'll just go. So I get there today and she practically kicks me out of her house because she feels like crap and she wants to go take a bath, go lay down because she hurts and everything. So she's like, I don't feel like this. You can go. You can come next week. It's okay. It only took me half an hour to get here, you know. 1 second because... Okay, I had to start my app to track my miles. Because my particular... Well, even if it did reimburse for mileage, you still have to track it. So when I get home, I'll show you guys what app I use. So anywho, I'm going to have to notify the office that she basically kicked me out. I couldn't do a complete assessment or anything. To top it off, my flippin' blood pressure cuff is missing a battery, so I couldn't use that. It's gonna be one of those days. And I think I'm going the wrong way because I didn't turn my GPS on, and I'm kind of in the hood, so I need to turn around. I'm telling you guys, this is just annoying. So this is actually, I wonder if there's a way to turn around over here. This is actually my second to last week working here, because I really enjoy like the patient contact and like being, let me stop for a second, put my dang GPS on.
Avenue.
All right, let's head to my next lovely patient.
Turn right onto Estate Avenue.
Yeah, I was going the totally wrong way.
In 3.4 miles, turn left onto Clinton Springs Avenue.
This is irritating because I saw her and then like I have to call the office and be like, is this a missed visit? Or it's so annoying. So once I find like a safe area to stop, because I don't need to see my next patient until 2 and it's just now 1. So I'm here to tell you, this is a terrible day. Good thing I got lost because my patient just called me, the previous one, and said that I left my thermometer over there. So I get to go back. Hopefully I can make a U-turn here. I get to go back and get it!
Turn left onto West Mitchell Avenue.
I picked a funny day for you to follow me. Oh my word. So I was thinking, maybe if I put lipstick on this day, we'll get better. Because this... Yeah, better already. Okay, so I'm going to email my office about this lady who refused an assessment in loveliness. And I found the battery to my blood pressure cuff. It was in the bag that had my blood pressure cuff in it. I remembered that I had to take it out in order to keep it from going off all of the time on its own. So just letting you know that my patient refused her visit today. After I got there, she refused. So please let me know what you would like me to do. So this is one of the annoying things about home care for me, because I, for instance, could have worked night shift last night at my other job and actually gotten paid. So I probably won't get paid for this because it wasn't a visit. And I can't say that for sure. I don't know, but shaking my head. So I love home care. I really do. I really enjoy like teaching patients and being able to spend one-on-one time with patients that you cannot do very well in other healthcare settings. What I don't like about it is, for this particular company, I should say, I get paid per visit. I don't get paid for any of the extra work that I have to do with documentation and all of that. And then throughout the week, I'm getting phone calls from doctors regarding my patients, getting phone calls. Just, I don't get paid for any of that. And, I hate to make it down to money, but the fact is, like, I cannot afford to keep working here, at least with this specific company, and I cannot manage this job and my PRN job at the nursing home because my patients need me throughout the week, and I need to make phone calls throughout the week, and I can't do that when I'm working, especially if I'm working night shift, and it's not fair to my home care patients, and it's also not fair to me because I'm not able to pick up work to make enough money to pay bills. So I feel like this would be really great for people, for instance, for like maybe a retired nurse who wants like some extra income, or you need to do it like 100% full time, like 50 hours a week. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know if you do home care and what your thoughts are on it. I know some companies pay salary, but I've heard that from a nurse who used to do that they'll just work you to death. And of course, this all varies depending on the company you work with. First time I did home care, that company paid a lot more per visit. Now I think I'm going to go see my other patient who's nice and not grumpy, and do some teaching and fill her pill box, and I will get back with you after that. See, lipstick does make it better. Okay, so I'm back home now, and my last patient is what I really enjoy about home care. So I was able to educate her on one of her medications. She didn't really understand what it was for, so I was asking her about how her bowel movements have been. She said they've been loose, and I asked her how long. She said for a while. So I was thinking maybe it was a side effect to one of her meds. So I was looking through to see if she had started anything that may have started causing her to have diarrhea. And then I noticed she was on Bentyl, which is for IBS. It was as needed, and I asked her how often she had been taking it, and she said she only takes it when her stomach hurts. So I explained to her that was for that would help with her loose stool, and I was able to educate her on that, and then to put it in her med box so she could take it a couple times a day, and hopefully that will help. So that's one thing I really like about it, and yeah, so you're able also to spend as much time as you want with your patients, and of course that depends on how many you have, how many you need to see in that day. Since she was my only one, I stayed for almost an hour just talking with her and everything. So now I need to call the doctor and call a different doctor and let them know about my first patient who refused her visit, and then document that as a missed visit. Then I'll start on my documentation for the patient I was able to see. Okay, so I got home and now I took a little walk. I wasn't feeling too good. I was gonna do this over by the pond, but it was way too windy. I need to call one of my patients to let them know about an appointment I scheduled. So, you've seen all the work I did today, except for the documenting part I still needed to do. And it took me half an hour to get to my first patient who refused me. Then I saw one patient and have to make phone calls for a couple other patients. And today I'm just going to get paid for the one visit that I did. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys work in home care and what your company, how they pay you and so forth. And oh, I need to show you the app that I use for tracking my mileage is called Stride something. I'll put it up here somewhere so you guys can check it out. It's really helpful because you just tap on it and then it monitors how long you've been driving and blah blah blah, so you can easily write it off on taxes. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for coming along with me today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, I hope nobody's waiting for a drug deal or something. Oh, get up out of here. Yeah, I'll go into what I put in my bags and everything later. I'm gonna go over what I keep in my bag and everything. So, and then I'm gonna let you know what I put in my bags. That, and then I'll take you into my bags